What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. This is Catherine, your Kingdom Leadership and Impact Strategist, and I have something I want to share with you this morning. This one here is for my impact people, my people of impact, people that are carrying the dream and they're pregnant with vision, and you have ideas and you have things that come to you in your heart that you want to do, and you feel like you're giving birth to an elephant, right? Like it takes longer than 9 months to be pregnant here. Like you feel like God has forgotten the purpose and the plans that He has put on your heart, the things that He has called you to do, that you think it's too late, that you think that you're going to be where you are right now in this moment in time forever. I have a message for you. I want to share something before I start my day and clock on. I wanted to record this so that you could have this because it blessed me, it encouraged me, and I wanted to hopefully bless and encourage you. I was thinking about Moses last night. I don't, God just has me there right now. And something came to me. I was thinking about the actual moment in time when God called Moses. When God gave him, He called him from what Moses was doing. He was in the desert. He was taking care of the sheep. He was with his family. He At this point he had his wife. He was living in his father-in-law's house, and he was managing his sheep and tending to his flocks. And he would spend a lot of time in the desert, walking and tending to the animals. That's not my point. The thing is, there was a moment in the middle of his routine, in the middle of his day, in the middle of his norm. God called him. And then this is what stood out to me. I want to read this to you really quick out of Exodus 3. And it says here in Exodus 3, verse 1, now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian. And he led the flock to the far side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. Now, when you read the Bible, nothing is by accident. Nothing is by coincidence. It's important that you note here that he says he was leading the flock to the far wilderness. Because if you know the story of Moses, Moses has to lead God's people through the wilderness. And so here's Moses doing what he does, his normal routine, and he's taking care of the flocks, and he's leading them through the wilderness. And he says here, verse 2, there the angel of the Lord appeared to him. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire from within a bush. The burning bush moment that we all know. And it says here, Moses saw that though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. So Moses thought, I will go over and see this strange sight, why the bush does not burn up. So Moses was intrigued. God got his attention. The angel of the Lord appeared to him there in the wilderness, and there was a fire, and the bush technically was on fire, but it wasn't being burnt up. How many of us, like in the marketplace, like we're on our jobs or we're just doing what we're doing? Maybe you're a mom, and it's like you're managing your household, your family, your whatever it is that God has you doing. You're in ministry, and it feels like you're constantly putting out fires, right? Like there are fires around you. Because I say this all the time. Like if I talk to you on a regular basis, you'll know that I'm always saying, like, I'm putting out fires. I'm putting out fires. I didn't sign up to be a fire person, like, and excuse me. And here's Moses in his regular routine, and here God shows up in the fire. I hope you catch that. I hope you catch that. And it says in verse 4, when the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, now Moses is like intrigued, like what's going on? And he goes over to the bush to look. God called to him from within the bush, Moses, Moses. And that's with exclamation points. So that means he exclaimed his name. He declared his name, Moses, Moses. And Moses said, here I am. How many times have we looked at the fires that we're surrounded by and we think that this is an attack and we're rebuking it away and we're praying it for God to make it stop and we're doing all these different things. And do we ever overlook that God can be in the fire? God can be in the fire calling for our attention, calling us out, calling us by name. Because you may have been where you are right now for the longest time. But there comes a time and a moment where God only knows what that time is, where He says, now is the time for destiny. Now is the time that I have set you apart for. And I'm calling you out from the fire. God may be in the fire around you, in the pressure that you're dealing with, in the situation that you're facing. And He may be trying to say, calling you, fill in the blank, whatever your name is. For me, Kathy. And He may be trying to get our attention because He's trying to lead us and show us and call us out into a destiny moment. And it says here in verse 5, do not come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. Your fire may be holy ground. It is a sacred moment. Anywhere that God is in is a sacred place. We just have to, are we recognizing Him? We just have to look, God, where are you in this? Are you here? Are you in this fire? Are you in this pressure? Are you in this situation? Are you here calling me? Here I am, just like Moses said. And then he begins to declare to Moses who he is. He says, I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the generations before you. There are prayers that have been prayed for generations before you. Prayers that have been prayed for generations before me. That God is saying, now I'm calling you out. Now's the time for me to answer generational prayers over your life, over your purpose, over your destiny. And so I'm just going to stop there because I can go on in this chapter and I will a little bit more in other videos, but I wanted to encourage you with this today. If you're discouraged, if you feel like I'm in a wilderness, this is not where I belong. I'm pregnant with something bigger and greater and I want more and I know that God has that for me. God has a time set apart for you and He will call you from within the fire. He is in the fire with you. It makes me think of the story, if you read further along in the Old Testament, of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the three Hebrew boys that got put in the fiery furnace. And when they got put in, the king says, wait a minute, I put in three. But when I look in that fire, there's four people. And they came out of that furnace, not smelling like smoke. You may be surrounded by fires today. You may be surrounded by pressure, but God is in the fire with you. And He may be wanting to call you and show you something about your destiny in that fire. So don't curse it. Just ask God, where are you in this fire, God? Show me. Open my ears that I may hear your voice in the midst of this fire. Because here's the other thing. The bush never burned. Just like the three Hebrew boys never burned. When God is in the fire with you, you will not burn. And when He's ready to get you out, He will call you out. So take heart, be encouraged. Don't worry about the time. You don't have to make and force and pry anything to open and happen for you. God will make it happen. He is there. He will speak to you and He will call you out. Your destiny is found in the fire that you're facing. Look for Him. Look for Him. He is your destiny. He has designed you with purpose and He's committed to that purpose. And if that fire is burning and you don't see nothing burning up in the fire, then just ask God, where are you? And what are you saying? I need to hear you. And He will speak to you. He will speak to your heart the same way you're carrying the vision in your heart. He will speak to your heart. So I hope that blessed you. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Go make it happen in the sense that you stay in perfect peace, knowing that God is with you no matter where you are today. He's got purpose and great plans for you. Talk to you later. Bye.